So I want to show you a little illustration. I have a purse here. And let's pretend that this purse is my favor with God. Okay? And let's see what I have in here. I have a wallet. Let's presume it's filled with money, even though it's probably not. I have a whistle. That's going to come in handy in good, times of trouble, right? Or if I need to yell at my kids, or whistle at my kids instead. Not yell, right? We don't do that, do we? So I have keys with lots of fun buttons on them. They can get me places. I have gum, which comes in really handy for not only yourself, but those around you. That causes favor to happen in your life. And then there's a protein bar. Sometimes we need those. We need something to eat. What else? Okay. I will have a Sharpie.
Oh, yeah.
Comes in handy. There's a lot of times where I'm always looking for Sharpies. Okay.
Drawing those things up there.
So, what if I gave all of this stuff right here to a 3-year-old?
Oh.
You guys know. Immediately, what would the 3-year-old do? Start drawing with the Sharpie on everything they find.
Yes.
Probably eat this whole pack of gum in one bite and swallow it.
Yes.
Right? They would push all the buttons, probably make the car alarm go off.
Yeah.
And of course, down this thing. And then the whistle. They'd start blowing it when you're in the car, right? Or in the middle of a service like this, because it would be super fun to do it then. Not other times, but just those times.
Yeah.
Right? So what a person of immaturity does is when they get things, they immediately use everything. Right?
Wow.
All at once.
Yeah, that's good.
A mature person would use it for the bigger picture. Right? So a mature person might share this gum with someone.
Yeah.
Or, use the Sharpie on specific items and not everything. And maybe, blow the whistle when they're in need, but not in the middle of a church service. And definitely not in the car, right?
Amen.
So that's what God's looking for.
Wow.
When He gives us things, that we know how to show restraint and not use everything in our backpack.
That's so good.
I think about this whistle even. I don't know why. The Lord just kept showing me whistle. And I feel like sometimes you might think you need to be a whistleblower.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you don't.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you just need to be quiet. I don't know. Maybe that's for somebody.
Wow.
But we don't always need to use the fullness of our authority. That's what causes us to actually be powerful.
Right.
It's that meekness.
Yeah.
So God has a great desire for people who forgo their own desires.
Good.
And it's not like He's forcing you to do this, but He's giving you wisdom in how to use it. He's not taking it away from you. He's giving you wisdom.
That's good.
So when I was obedient to God and I preached in my living room and Jake led worship, God honored me for that because I could have done other things. And when you're in your workplace and you have a right to point out someone's flaws, but you know they can't handle it right now, and you just refrain, God sees that and He takes notice of that. Or if you're rejoicing about something and your friend is going through a really hard time and mourning, so you put your rejoicing aside and you mourn with that person that mourns. God sees that. He takes notice. If you see a job that's undone and you feel like, I probably should just step in, even though it's not in my scope of responsibility at all. He's not forcing you to do this, but if it's in your heart to do it, and He sees it.
Yeah.
A powerful person looks to the bigger purpose. And that's when God goes, oh, now I can expand this person's sphere because I know how they're using this.
That's good.
They're showing restraint. And He might give you more than you can handle just to see if you're going to show restraint